Psychology A-Level at St Bede's. Welcome to Psychology A-Level at St Bede's Catholic College. My name's Miss Davies. I'm the lead teacher for psychology, and I hope that within this presentation I can inform you about all the things that you learn about, the entry requirements, and if indeed psychology is for you. So what is psychology? Psychology is a science subject. It's the scientific study of people, behaviour and the mind. Therefore, it's scientific and rigorous, using many of the techniques that you may have been used to in some science subjects at GCSE. It's a broad subject with many different areas, and there are many different psychologists who disagree with each other. Psychology is always changing, and it's fascinating and worthwhile. And on this slide, you can see the course content and exam structure for Psychology A-Level. There are 3 exam papers, no coursework. All papers are 2 hours each, and below is a range of topics that we teach in Year 12. I won't go through all of them in detail, but I'll give you an example of Attachments Paper 1. We look at early attachments and emotional bonds that children develop, and the likelihood of affecting their later relationships and development. One of the topics that we study there that's incredibly interesting and sad is about Romanian orphans. Up to the late 1980s, there was an increased likelihood of babies being left at orphanages in Romania for political and poverty-based reasons. And we look at research of those children who develop something called privation, where they have no special attachment, and we look at the long-term effects of that and the rest of their lives, and that's ongoing research. We look at memory, how the memory works, forgetting, eyewitness testimony. Social influence is about obedience, conformity, minorities. Psychopathology, we look at particular conditions like phobias, OCD, depression, look at particular treatments and explanations. And on paper 2, we look at the range of psychologists and approaches. We look at study of the brain and the body and biological rhythms in biopsychology. And we also look at the methods used by various psychologists. Here are further photographs relating to the attachments topic, and you can see on the right hand side that we also look at animal attachments. Psychology has developed hugely in recent years because of different types of scanners and scanning techniques for the brain. In biopsychology, we also look at neuroplasticity, and that's the way in which the brain has the ability to open up and make new neural pathways. Did you know that your brain is aware of your actions before you are consciously aware of them? I'll leave you with this interesting piece of research to read. Paper 3, I hope I've chosen a really good range of interesting topics there. Relationships is romantic relationships. We look at aggression, schizophrenia, and further look at the ways in which psychologists do their research. So what skills do I need to be good at Psychology A-Level? Well, having good communication skills, being able to express yourself well verbally and particularly in written work, as there are essays on all papers, being competent at maths to a GCSE level, and also, because of the biopsychology, being competent in particular at biology. So, personal psychology, is psychology for you? Well, if you enjoy thinking about why do people behave the way they do, in other words, what makes us tick, you will enjoy psychology. A lot of the topics are very sensitive, and this is very important to consider in psychology, particularly in the classroom. So having a mature and considerate approach is really quite important. And yet keeping still an open mind and allowing yourself to be challenged with new information. So those are the entry requirements I mentioned earlier. Myself and Miss Tufton teach the course. So how can you use your Psychology A-Level? Psychology is a well-respected A-Level, and which you can use to apply for a huge range of courses. Every year we have students applying to read psychology at Russell Group universities, other universities, and we have some students this year applying to do experimental psychology at Cambridge. It is incredibly specifically useful for becoming a psychologist. Forensic psychology is particularly in vogue at the moment. Educational psychology, child psychology, therapies, counselling, and a range of medical therapies alongside social work and law. At St Bede's, every year we take students on the Science and Pseudoscience Conference organised by book writer Cara Flanagan. There are a range of lectures that present, but it culminates in a fascinating hypnotherapist and hypnotist demonstration by world-renowned hypnotist David Newton. Another trip that we run in psychology is to the zoo, or we get an educational officer to come in with animals and insects who demonstrates animal learning and also tells us all about phobias and treatments for phobias. This is the textbook that we use in St Bede's. We do actually have the online book available, so you don't have to buy the text yourself personally. I hope this presentation has given you a good insight into psychology, and if you aim to study psychology A-level at St Bede's, come to the induction later in the year. I leave you on the next slide with a few really fantastic reads in psychology.